Y'all, I stopped going to the gym, and before you're like,
what the heck?
It's not by choice. It is summertime. I've got screaming kids running around. I got more to-dos and cleanup to do because of that. Love it, but oh my gosh, goodness gracious. But there is so much chaos happening. Work is still happening, zero peace in quiet, but I've implemented a new tactic into my schedule this summer that I want to share with you that's gonna keep you on point. You have no gym, there is absolutely no excuse for your body goals. Listen, when life gets chaotic and you're feeling that deep overwhelm, your immediate environment is going to try to take your goals from you. And this is in the form of excuses or a tomorrow or Monday or when the kids go back to school. There's absolutely no excuse. And I've implemented this one rule, the non-negotiable movement rule. And it's something I read in The Art of Impossible. I've been posting a lot about it on my other social medias. This book has absolutely changed my perspective on just life, the impossible, and being a high performing person. So this rule is something I've implemented all summer. And basically what this means and what Steven Kotler kind of, puts out is there's gonna be days you're super busy, right? And it's easy to be like, the gym's the first thing to go. I'm the first one to admit that when work gets heavy, I might not be physically able to go to the gym. Or maybe you're just tired. It is 100% valid to just be exhausted, right? There's a lot of things going on in everyone's life. But again, the non-negotiable rule. You might not have a lot of time, but if you have 10, 20 minutes, what you do is you have a non-negotiable rule. And what is that? For Steven Kotler, he says it's 200 push-ups. All he has to do, if he can't get to the gym or do a full workout, he does 200 push-ups. For me, I hop on the bike for 20 minutes and then I'll do some core work. And usually I'll end up finding myself really liking it because if you see me doing like the headstands and the handstands and different like ab exercises, I really enjoy that and I end up working out a little bit longer. But there are times when I don't have enough. Sometimes that is sets of 50 push-ups for me, or a bike, or a jump rope for, 5 minutes hard, and then do like abs in between, then do another 5 minutes. If that's all I have, and it's stuff that I have at home, doesn't cost a lot of money, except for the bike, that was like maybe $200 on Amazon, it's kind of falling apart, but it works and does the job. The most important thing is you need to figure out what your non-negotiable is. When you can't get to the gym, when every excuse is coming to your head and your brain and it's trying to stop you from reaching your goals, it's a chaotic environment. What is it? Is it a few push-ups? Is it a minute of burpees? Is it sit-ups? It could be anything, but you have to commit to it. If you have to put it on a piece of paper and remind yourself, if I did not get to the gym today, if I didn't do my walk or my run or whatever it is, do that one thing. And at least it shows you that you can show up and you can do the hard thing, especially in the face of adversity. So it sounds too simple, but you know how hard it is to get down and do 100 push-ups, even though it might only take you a few minutes, maybe 10 if you have to do a bunch of sets, but it doesn't take a lot of time out of your day. Usually there's some other things, scrolling, watching TV, trying to relax from the overwhelm, right? You have time to do this. So what is the point if it's so simple and it sounds so easy? It's the fact that you're proving to yourself that you can show up, you can do the hard thing, and you're building those layers of mental toughness and grit. And honestly, during the summer, my life has been in full throttle. Now that I'm not traveling for a couple of months, I've been able to just be home more. I get a little stir crazy because my son wants to play with his friends or they're over here and it's just chaos like I said earlier. The thing is, I clear out spaces, even if I know it's just junk in my garage, which I try to get rid of most of it. The point is, I clear out the space where my bike, my mat, my jump rope, like everything, I clear a space and that is just all I focus on. I don't worry about the rest of the overwhelm. Don't put excuses in your head because it will stop you every single time. Your goals will just go out the window. So clear your space. And when you do have time, it is movement to also clean up. And that leads me to another point. And I learned this from the 6 Sigma course back in the day when I took it. It's your immediate environment. Have clean, organized spaces because you will feel so much overwhelm when the area around you, especially where you live and you work, is just disorganized. It's just too much stuff and nothing is in a place where it makes sense. You can't find anything. That is setting yourself up for failure for anything that you do. If my workspace is cluttered and there's papers and mail and all this stuff, and that's happened before, I have to take time to clean it out because my brain is wired to just be just as disoriented as the stuff on my desk. So just another tip to clean up your workspaces and the places that you need to be productive. Now here's the thing it can be disheartening in itself, but like this is my off season. Doesn't mean I don't train, I'm just not training as hard as I normally did. And this was something I really had to reframe my mindset. And some of you will probably relate to this, but I always believed and felt that if I wasn't going hard every single time, if not every workout was at least 45 to 60 minutes and I wasn't dripping sweat, it didn't count. And that could not be more wrong. Being consistent and having consistency is not punishment. It is proof to yourself that you still showed up. And the bottom line and the conclusion I've come to is that you don't need more time. You can do this in 15-minute increments, but you need less distractions and one really strong reason, like a why, a purpose. Why are you doing this? And again, the reason doesn't need to be to get on a stage or to just be like that bad bee. Those are great things, but what's that long-term goal you're looking for? Being healthy, being able to run around with your kids, be a role model to them, but also that consistency. If you take an off season where you legitimately don't move your body at all and you try to get back to it, now you're having to go backwards and rebuild and reframe, and everything it's almost like a waste. Just keep in mind, you can show up in 15-minute increments. You can clean out a 6x6 space where you can work out from home with whatever you have. There are household objects you can use to just move around. Again, I don't have a fancy at-home gym setup. I have just enough to keep me moving. I have a little bit of weight that I can throw around, but it's just not the same as being at the gym, but I'm not gonna let that be an excuse anymore. And also, you can still go pretty hard at home, but I do know during the off season with these small times, sometimes all I have the energy for is to hop on the bike, listen to a podcast, and just go for 20 to 30 minutes. So if you need help picking some non-negotiables, do you have a bike? Just do like a 10-minute hard bike run. You can do like 1 minute fast, 30 minutes slow. Is it a bunch of air squats? Is it 20 push-ups before having your first cup of coffee? And it has been proven, if you've ever read the 5 a.m. Club or done your own research, that first wind when you wake up is the best time. That first 20 minutes upon waking up, especially if it's earlier morning, is such a critical time to move your body, to spark your brain, because then the time after that, you're able to focus on if you have work or any critical thinking or journaling or whatever it is that you do in the morning. So this isn't all about aesthetics. Not everything and every season of my life is about building, the crazy body. It's about keeping it in motion. It's about staying consistent and showing up and proving to myself that I can do hard things even when it's hard to do them, if that makes sense. That
made no sense.
But it also made all the sense in the world. Smash like if you agree. Right in the face. Truly, at the end of the day, this is about who you are when life gets loud, messy, chaotic, all of the different things. So yeah, life is messy right now. It is chaotic and I have so much to do and my head is full of things, and that's okay. You have absolutely every permission in the world and validation for how you feel, but I am not going to stop moving my body. And this is what discipline actually looks like. And this is real life. It's not the shredded abs or the perfect macros and the perfect setting for, reels or whatever. Like, this is my perfect life. And some people may have a perfect life. I don't know. You're just seeing highlight reels, but it's about the messy times where you keep showing up one non-negotiable at a time. So if you're in that season where everything feels chaotic and messy, you're not alone and you're not broken. You do not need to overhaul your life and start purchasing all this crazy stuff. You just need that one non-negotiable, that one thing you're going to do no matter what. Pick it, start it today or start it tomorrow, but I promise you, this will change your perspective on time and yourself. And that relationship you have with yourself is so incredibly important. And when you don't believe in yourself, you cannot expect anyone else in your life to believe in you for you. Let this non-negotiable be enough, because you are enough. You are built to perform. I love you guys. Drop in the comments what your non-negotiable is, if you already have one or if you want to start this journey, and let me know. I want to cheer you on because you can do it. As always, I love you guys.